So the U.S. is absolutely fucked, from what I'm hearing, in this next, group stage of the World Cup. Round 16, we always make it there. Apparently, it's notorious for the U.S. to not make it past that. The men's. We won't talk about my women's team like that. Gotta put respect on them. But Flo Balogun out. I think he went out in like the 60s, somewhere in the 60s, on a red card. First card of the game, actually. Kind of an insane. Solid live, It's not in. And I mean, I'm just watching and I'm like, oh, Flo Balogun has been our goal scorer. Pulisic's injured. I don't think he's even back to full, unfortunately. And now I'm just like, well, we're going against Belgium. And funny thing about Belgium is, internet's out yesterday. Game's on at 5. I'm like, okay. That was like the least of my worries. Not logged in. Not gonna probably watch that. I log on literally at halftime. See the fucking see the stat line. 2-0 Senegal. I'm like, oh, so this game's over. Belgium's not good, right? Turns out Belgium get out of my way. Belgium came back. Second half. 3 goals, dude. 3. Oh my god. Oh my god. 3. So what does that say about Belgium? They got some fight in them. They got some hoorah, right? And now we are missing our leading goal scorer of the tourney, Flo Balogun. I don't know if they're appealing. Not sure. But it just seems like the US is fucked. I've been doing a little bit of threading, a little Reddit, a little, like to see what everyone's opinions are, because I'm not the soccer expert or football expert, but it's looking rough. It's looking rough. And honestly, obviously there's bias. I'm watching the fucking English US broadcasters, but even they said the red card was a bit extreme, considering the actual foul wasn't even called as a yellow card to begin with. And then people are, oh, rigged, but it's just really unfortunate. I mean, it looked nasty on the replay. It's whatever, but it's just damn, I'm hoping we got some fight in us. But we saw our B team in action against Turkey. Oh, it was a rough one. That's the game we lost. So I'm not feeling the most optimistic right now, but that's okay. I still got Mexico. I think that's who I'm rooting for. Brazil. Both of these teams I have inherited to root for, My fiance loves both of those teams. I think we're both rooting for Mexico low-key the most, though. She was really excited for Neymar Jr., Typical soccer fan, especially in the U.S. Turns out Brazil has a big player base in the U.S. We cleared that. We shouldn't have. We should not have committed. He should not have committed there. And then I backed off. But yeah, it turns out Brazil has a big U.S. player base. They sign on Neymar Jr. They're like, yeah. I mean, from what it sounded like, the coach did it just so if he was there and ready, no one could be like, well, why didn't you sign Neymar, right? He hasn't been playing. Or I think he did maybe 2 games ago, last game, playing 20 minutes. But hasn't been playing. I think that's the big thing. And then a lot of people are saying Brazil doesn't look like Brazil. Brazil doesn't realize who Brazil is. They have a lot of, pedigree. They have a lot of past good tournaments. They're supposed to be this powerhouse all the time. And they're just... They haven't been, I think, what everyone was expecting from them. And, it's whatever, Brazil. We've always liked Mexico. Mexico hasn't been the greatest either. Actually, none of the hosting teams have. So that's been interesting to watch. Canada's been absolutely ripping through their, bracket now. They won. I think they're on to the next stage, too. Speaking of Canada. Speaking of red cards, actually. Yeah, that was crazy. I was there live. One of their players' legs, I hope he's doing better. I know he got emergency surgery. He was actually on the bench. Last game I watched, I think of the Canada opening knockout. I think I watched their knockout. But Kone, holy crap. Live time, we watch his freaking leg get snapped in two places. And the challenge didn't even look like it would do that. It wasn't, again, it's a card that wasn't called at first, right? And then after review... they're like, yeah, red card. And then Qatar is out. I think Qatar had 2 reds that game. Qatar went home, I still think winless. don't have any wins in their World Cup career. And Kone is just gone. That was one of their big players. And it was like really unfortunate to watch. But like it's back to those red cards. Again, I mean, yeah, I completely agree. The other one looked nasty against Balogun too. And it's just really fucking unfortunate. But yeah, back to, I think it was on the Nations, right? They're actually all in the knockout stage. I hit that. They're going to turn. I'm going to save that. And they're doing well, I think. I think we all made it to round 16, unless I'm mistaken and Canada hasn't played their knockout stage. I know they actually didn't make it out of first group, so they had to go to the US. So it was unfortunate for them. But like, finally, let's show out, host nations. Rooting for Mexico. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I think that's who I want to go all the way. Honestly, the US bracket is stacked up until this point. Morocco, Portugal. Gotta put that down. Yeah. Who else? France, I think, is on our side. I think, holy shit. Mexico has a better chance of getting through. I think the biggest team they have to go against is Argentina. Which, you know, Messi. But yeah, we have a stack side. We have France, Portugal, Morocco. They're like the... Did that hit me? Oh my god, that's just... Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, the US, they need Balogun. He's gone for Belgium. Really fucking unfortunate. And now I have like my other teams to root for, inherited from fiance. Fun times. But it's actually possible for Mexico and Brazil to play each other, and like, Mary doesn't need to know this, but I really want that to happen because it's going to be really funny to see how conflicted she is about who she wants. And I'm going to say it's probably Mexico. You know, it's in Mary's blood. I would assume she'd probably root for them at the end of the day. But, like, that would be such a good game. It would be such a good game. And then, speaking of disappointment, can we talk about all the fucking coaches? Holy crap, that's just not in. That is just not in. I forgot we're in overtime. Like, all of these knockouts, host nation makes it through. I missed that completely. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I touched it? Okay, I'll take it. How did I touch it? So it just didn't go anywhere. Yeah. That's my Rocket League. But yeah, there's been some crazy upsets in the tournament too. If y'all want the tea. Let's see. The biggest one I can think of. Well, actually, there were a lot of ones. Germany's out first knockout round. Who else? There was another big upset. Netherlands. Both gone in the knockout. Gone. First round 32. First ever 32, actually. So they're out. And then, who else? The biggest one for me is South Korea. I kind of went into this tournament. I don't, like, follow national teams. Really, I watch the MLS. That's how I got into it. I want to get into more leagues, but that's for another time. I always miss the season. MLS is a completely different season. It has so much more money, you know. It's different time zones. I will get into it. I'll probably get into the Premier League next, I think. I do want to start that. But speaking of, like, national teams... South Korea! So I watched their opening game. I don't remember who it was against. But I just remember watching them, and I'm like, holy crap. I actually really enjoy watching them. My favorite goal is still from that first opening South Korea game.
Korea's equalizer! 1-1!
And I'm like, holy crap, it's going to be fun to watch. They're going to be great. I think they come out, they play Mexico, they lose. It's like South Korea was like just playing to draw the whole time. And oddly enough, last game of South Korea's, I think, not in. South Korea's not, group stage, actually. Last game, again, don't fucking remember who they were playing. But again, they're coming out to fucking lose. Like they're not trying to win, it seemed like. And controversial thing, their coach actually benched their star player's song. Editor said here, it's actually Sun, not Song. My bad. #1 Asian player, blah blah accolades. Really good player. He's a little older now. And he decided to put someone else in, and like, you know, T seems like he's trying to blame Song for that. And then guess what? Song's not getting the ball. The fucking sub didn't get the ball. Nothing. No one's getting the ball. South Korea wasn't getting it out of their fucking half. Which was really unfortunate. So they don't even make it. That's in. They don't even make it to the freaking knockout stage. And Korea was like expected to make it to the knockout stage. I was hearing blah blah. Korea's looking good. They have Song. They have a few people. Nope. Nope. And that was really disappointing. So much so, the president of South Korea, not of like the Football Federation, not of anything like that. That's just in. The president that is so unfortunate, of South Korea is launching an official investigation against the football, federation, blah blah, looking for what is it, nepotism and foul play. Like, how are these literally it was like, how are these incompetent gronies running our team? And everyone, like, I was thinking what are we doing? I'm sorry, I'm back. I'm watching him like, is this coach throwing? Like, you could just tell it was like a coaching decision choice from how they were playing, their back line, playing really passive, not trying to win. And I hate watching that. I hate to see it. It's boring to watch. And most of the time, it doesn't fucking work. I just feel like the teams aren't good enough. You know who it does work for, though? Cabo, Cape Verde. Yeah, no, they are some good defenders. Their goalie's good. They were awesome to watch against, I think the opening, was it Portugal? Might have been. Something crazy. Where everyone's like, they're going to win, or they're one of the favorites. And then Cape Verde comes out and just boom. Holds them 0-0. Holds them 0-0. That was crazy. South Korea's trying to do the same thing, I guess. They're not trying to win. They're playing for the draw. And you know what? They lose and they don't make it. Because all they had to do was draw, and they're not playing to win. So what? They're more likely to lose. So this coach is under investigation, quits. He freaking quits, bro. And it looked like, that's not in. It really looked like the coach just had no idea what he was doing, had his team playing really passively. That just leaves you open to be scored on. It does. It really does. And I feel like this is kind of, I think every sport does this, which is where I'm like, I get that hatred from, even if I don't know soccer like that. We saved that, right? Like when they do it, they're playing the clock down, blah, blah. Yeah, you see an upset. Basketball, oh my God, it's so easy for basketball to do it. Coaches do it all the time. Play back, don't press, blah, blah. Like, it's like coaches get too much, like, I don't know. It's like they care too much about the team listening to them and playing the way they want them to play than actually, like, paying attention there. Holy. You can choose? What? That's new. But it's like South Korea, he should have been playing to win. He should have started his star fucking player. I don't think Song was hurt. I think he was good, healthy. He literally chose, that was his coaching decision. So there is now a federal investigation against the Football League. Probably the coach. I knocked him into that. And that coach steps down. Now I'm thinking, holy shit. Yeah, I can't. I just got bumped. I'm thinking if it was Tunisia, I think they opened. Tunisia might have played Mexico. They were one of the first games. Might have been the first game. I think Mexico absolutely slammed them, if I'm remembering it right. They actually fire their coach. First game of the World Cup. Like, first game of their World Cup. They fire him. I missed that. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like, that's the president of the World Cup, right? That's the precedent set. Literally first fired. And now there have been 6 coaches to step down or, like, be fired. And it's just fucking crazy. The T is fucking crazy. Insane. Another big team. Yeah, you just ran into me. Another big team that people were like, oh, they're pretty good. No one's there. Turkey, bro, they came out, didn't win out. Literally knocked out after 2 games because they just didn't do anything. That was a crazy lag there. They come out to the U.S., stomp us, right? And that's because we decide it's low-key a throwaway game. We're all there. And we're starting our B team. Apparently, our coach, our head coach, had said I can sub out any guy and they'll match. They're that good. We have a thick back line. We're good. This is not true. I'm an FC Cincy fan, MLS. Like I said, I follow the MLS. That's who I am. That's how I started soccer. I think 2 years ago now, maybe one. I've watched 2 seasons, so probably a year ago. FC Cincy, that's my team. Really exciting, really thrilling. They don't finish that, do they? Nope. And then that's down. GG. FC Cincy. I'm thinking of like 3-4 players I know. Love me some Denke. Denke's my man, bro. Evander's great. That's our star player too. Buka, really good midfielder. And then Robinson. So Miles Robinson, he feels like a part-time player for the MLS FC Cincy because of all the national duties. He comes out, he looks like buns, bro. He looks buns. They look discombobulated. People are like, oh my god. But then I like, working through it, you see the athleticism because Robinson's fun to watch when he plays FC Cincy. But that's because our backline is old and kind of weak and hurt, and we need new backline. But we need a new backline. But it's like I'm watching this B team and I'm like, oh my god. It's not looking good. It is not looking good for us. And I'm just thinking about that. Balogun. That's out. Someone finishes that though. Yeah. Oh my god, crossbar. Oh my god. I'm gonna go back. Oh. Ooh, what a save. I don't even know where I was at. That was a crazy save. Well, kinda. I mean, honestly, I didn't hit it again. Like, fine though. I'm gonna follow through that. And then no one's back. How is no one back? Okay. Robinson, B team. Our B team is butt cheeks, bro. And I just think it's really funny that these MLS announcers are like, away for national team, they're really important. Because, like, working up to the World Cup, watching these games, we hope they're not hurt. We hope they're not hurt. They're an integral part to their national team, right? Literally every fucking player that I know from the MLS, besides Gutierrez, something like that, he's on Mexico. If I'm saying his name wrong, that's completely my fault. Yeah, but I can barely. Ooh. He actually started. I was surprised to see him. I think he's on Chicago, perhaps, perchance. I could be mixing that up. He actually started for Mexico, but the rest of these MLS players, specifically for FC Cincy, Robinson, hasn't touched the field. Only saw him come out when we have the whole B team out, and then we lose. That's the game we've lost in this tournament with our B team. So, yeah, Balogun, sad to see you not playing. I wish there could be an appeal. Technically, they could appeal, I think. I was looking at the rules yesterday. I'm not the biggest. That's in. Nope, we're good. I challenged in a well-thought place, I think. But they can do that. But then I'm just thinking about our B team. Pepe, I think, is one of our strikers. Honestly, I wasn't too impressed with what he was doing. I think we have what? Is it Reyna? I don't know. I haven't seen too much of them. I wasn't too impressed with the B team performance in general. So it's looking rough out here. And then now I'm thinking about the other FC Cincy. I'm thinking about Brazil. I feel like, okay, listen, hear me out. We sniffed the fart from Evander's butt over here on FC Cincy. People are like, what a star. He's not on the Brazilian team. And low key, I'm like, I think they could have used him. I think they could have put Evander. I would have loved to see Evander because he's the same fucking position as Neymar Jr. He's the same position. Neymar's not playing, which is another thing. Neymar's not playing. He's injured. But they could have used fucking Evander, I feel. And they have it. They just have it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, you thought you were skipping, didn't you? Nope. Get right back into this soccer. So, I think Evander's great. Honestly, when he's on, he's on. The beginning of the season, he was not on. He lacked his confidence. That's what everyone was saying. Confidence, confident, confidence. He was back by the end. I'm hoping that continues on. But who knows? Can't hit that. Can I? Oh, I don't even get that. I feel like we could have used Evander. However, they never mentioned him about national team, right? I don't think he was ever on it or even tried or got through. Robinson's on. Half-time or part-time player. Part-time fucking player on FC Cincy, it feels like. We high-key need him. The rest of our fucking backline is old and injured. It's not in. That's still not in. We'll clear that. And I'm just like, so what? You're gone all this time to just like not even be on the like, not even play, not even see the field at all. Which I mean is probably good. That means, oh my god, no one's hurt. We're not subbing. We're not subbing. No one's hurt. We're good. But then I'm also thinking about Buka, right? Pavel Buka. He's actually pretty good. He's kind of a machine, I feel like, chugging along. He plays for Czechia, I believe. They're like, he is very integral to this team. He didn't play. I did not see that man touch the field when I watched, like, I think I watched 2 of their games. And I'm just like, what are these MLS announcers on about people being integral, a very important part of the team? This is not true. And I'm just like, oh, what can I trust from these announcers anymore if this is how it actually is? Is this really? Is this the end? It must be, bro. I'm going to follow up. He didn't have any boost. I felt that might have been a good... Might have been a good one. So yeah, I'm watching the MLS, and then I'm just kind of watching these other games where it's like everyone is a Premier League player, or like a player not in the MLS, and they're just so physical, and I'm like, I need to watch Premier League. I need to watch, I think, a more established league. I bumped my teammate, but you know what? It's okay. I missed that boost too. It's fine. Clear that. Teammate went up to the goal post. That's unfortunate. I don't even know if I got all my MLS out of me, but it's just like, damn. Oh no, last thing I'm thinking about, MLS, Neymar Jr., Robinson. I've seen injuries. Like I said, my home team, they're injury ridden, bro. Injury, we just own gold. Injury ridden. And it was always weird to me that these players, these professional players, they're up in a box somewhere, not on the field, right? Not on the bench. And it's really interesting to me because like when I did play sports, I played sports for a long time. When I played basketball, obviously not professionally, I quit before that, but like it was like a thing, like this is your team, you have to be there for them, right? And then like if you're in like a senior position, you're supposed to be there. What a save. You're supposed to be there to like kind of coach these younger guys, make sure they look good. You're supposed to be that captain. Neymar Jr. isn't on the bench, bro. Not at all. And then you see this from like a lot of players in the MLS too. They're in the box. Like, oh, you haven't been at a game in like 5 fucking weeks, and now you're up in the box, not even like with your team. It's really weird to me. And I feel like we sometimes see that with like football players too. And like, I'm not sure if I'm in the wrong for thinking that, or just I'm brainwashed from all of the fucking club sports I did play. Like, for how long I did play. But like, it's really weird to me because then I'm watching like Kone, right? That just goes in. I'm watching Kone. Told you, that's the guy I was talking about earlier. Leg snaps. Really brutal. Emergency surgery. Literally, doctors watching, surgeons watching the game. Fucking rush to the hospital, right? To get his leg back in order. He's already back on the field. Not on the field, my fault. Back on the bench. He's chilling there. He's talking to his player that isn't as veteran, isn't as seasoned. And we watched him wobble out. We watch him wobble onto the field when Canada scores. And I'm just like, that's like the kind of thing I expect. The same thing Pulisic did for the US. And I'm like, is this what makes a good team? Like, this is what I expect to see, and I just don't see it from some of these pro players. And I'm like, God, it's just so different than I sometimes think. And like, am I wrong for thinking that's kind of weird? Maybe. Ooh, we challenged that. We have no one in goal. Okay. You're gonna have to clear that. You're stupid. Put that up. I don't have any boost. It's someone else now. That is someone else now. That is not in. That is not in. Oh, shit. But I just thought it was crazy that I'm watching this guy hobble around, snapped his leg in 2 places, and he's there for his team, and like Neymar is like just not. And the same with like Pulisic. And like I'm sure there's other players. And does it really matter? Do we think it matters? Probably not. Probably not. Probably fucking not. It's unfortunate they score here. Let's see what else. So yeah, I've been unemployed, unschooled too. Okay, you were ahead of me, sir. I hit it too. And the World Cup's been on. Like, this might be someone's dream scenario. I'm kind of like, oh my god, I'm going crazy already. And I've been watching all that. That's been the tea. I'm sure I have more tea that I'm not thinking of. I need to insert that South Korea goal. Like, I'm still thinking about it. It was just such a clean, like, it was like footwork. It was just so clean. I hit that. No one's there. So now we don't follow up, even though we're I mean, woo, even though I am healthy and not caring about what's going on in this game, right? Right? Like, what is that? Hold on. That. Hit that. Follow through. Okay, good shit, teammate. But I've been unemployed through this World Cup, and it's been tea. I've slowed down a little bit watching the games. Slowed down a little bit. I don't know what I've been doing. I just haven't been watching them. But I was sat through the group stage. Sat. Getting all my tea. Watching all the games. Because I do really enjoy soccer. Oh, that's what it is. Why the hell are there quarters in this? There's genuinely quarters. And like one of the reasons I loved watching soccer and really got into it is because for a long time I watched football. That is like American football. American football, right? And I would watch that with my dad. That was great. Football is fun. It's like you have a party, and then like if someone really cares about their team, it's like any sports. Like I just enjoy watching sports. Probably because I did do it for so long. And I mean, shit, I play these kind of games. Like, come on. Yeah, no, sports are fun. Hit that. And my biggest fucking gripe with it is I feel like the older I get, the more fucking ads there are. Like, I feel like there's a commercial every 2 seconds. There's a break every 2 seconds. It's like, I'm like, it's like an excuse to just scroll on my phone for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Like a football game is just egregiously long for no reason. And it's the commercial and ads. And I feel like I'm literally dying after watching like the same ad 4 times in a row. Which that's been happening in the World Cup. And I'm just like, why are there hydration breaks like this? Why? Like, I understand it's hot. They do this. But like, honestly, everyone's like, there's kind of this thing like, oh, there's so many ads. There's usually like, there's literally like soccer. This World Cup has been broken into quarters, dude. Literally, like, and you see a momentum shift. And I'm just like, I don't know if I like this. Because, okay, when the momentum shift comes and your team is just like not there, it's great. But then it's like, god damn it. Like, literally every time you see it, like, it swings like a pendulum. Like, every time. Like, a team doesn't come back out. A team doesn't come back out if they were dominating before, like rarely, and then do just as well back. Like usually the other team has something to say, they're back and riled up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, yeah, I mean, we can. So it's been really frustrating with all these ads. Like, why are we doing this to me? And like, I've literally, like, I start mocking the ads after I've seen them like 5. It's the same like 3 ads. The one that I really like that breaks it up is the Modelo one. It's a cerveza for football. This guy has like a really deep, but it's like a clear voice, right? And he goes, he's like talking, there's no accent, nothing, and then he just hits us with the cerveza for football. And he just hits it, bro. And I'm like, what the? Where did that come from?
But only the cerveza for football can.
That one's great, but then I'm like, can we please get some new ads? And then I'm literally happy when it's like a fresh week and like I'm getting new ads. But it's just like, no. I do not want to see more ads in the World Cup. I don't want to see more ads during soccer. I have enough of that. I stopped watching American football for that reason. I cannot stand just like ad after ad after ad after ad after ad. Like I try and limit the ads I see because honestly, it's kind of crazy when you think about how many ads you see in a day. And like if I can limit that, I will. But yeah, that's been a controversial thing in the World Cup too. I didn't realize I had so much to say about the World Cup until I started yapping, and like, yeah, no, I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of addicted. I'm excited for MLS to pick back up after this too. I really need to watch more of the teams. Last season, Mary and I really got into it. Like we're watching a lot of the games all day. But this year it's been more FC Cincy, and that's about it. And I kind of regret not watching these other teams because I can't really tell you what's going on. That should be a finish. That's not a finish. Oh, someone took that. Shit. Okay. Oh my god. So, yeah, I wish I would have watched more of all the teams. I need to get into another league. I'm thinking Premier League, obviously. That's the blah blah. Oh, so steamed. But, I mean, I can look at, like, what is it, La Liga or something like that. I just need to watch more. Speaking of watching, Mary and I, we love Bridgerton. We do. I missed that. We love Bridgerton. We watched it. We were sad. I think this is season 4, but like technically 5. Because there's like Queen Charlotte's a spin-off. It's an original. That one's really good. But it's Benedict's season, dude. We're excited. I love... The main actress of the season was really cute, I thought. I love the vibe that was going on. I don't care for the Cinderella story too much because it's like, oh, come on, why are we still doing this? But that's how most of these tropes go. We are all committed to that. Let me see if I can get back. But we watched the first 4 episodes because they decided to do a split release where they drop the 4 and then they make you wait. I think it was a few weeks before the second half of the season. I think that was new. I don't think they've done that before. And like low-key, it killed the vibe. Like I like to binge watch. When I'm watching something, I binge watch. I don't want to just watch a little bit. That's what fucking One Piece is for. That's a terrible, terrible ball from me. I overshoot it every time. Every time. But we're watching Bridgerton. There's a cut. I don't even remember what happened. Like, I'm talking, this was months ago. I think it might have been February when it dropped. Dead ass. Dead ass. Like, you need to get that out. You need to get going wherever you're going. Get that out of here. That. Oh. Oh. He's got to be back. He's back. Really into this game right now, y'all. But we're watching Bridgerton, blah, blah. Don't remember. We finally watched the second half of the season. Keep in mind, there's going to be spoilers. So it's coming up now. If you really haven't watched Bridgerton and you care for spoilers, skip. I'll see if I remember the time. I'm probably going to take forever to yap about it anyway. But I knew what was coming, right? I knew there were lesbians. If there's like, I'm a shark with blood on the water when there's like a lesbian sapphic thing going on, right? Like, I just know. Like, there's no way you're keeping this information from me. So I know Francesca. I knew her and Michaela might be one of those two. We're going to be something. However, I thought it was going to be on the low, right? I thought it was going to be behind John. Is that his fucking name's back? No. Oh, I have a headache, dear. I'm going to go lie down. Can you wake me up for Parliament? Huh? He's dead? What? I look over at Mary. We're both like, whoa. We were not expecting a death. We were not expecting a death at all. Because I really had, like, I already had, like, the imagination in my head. I thought they were going to go back to Scotland. I think that's where they're from. No, he's just dead. And I'm like, damn. That shit really, like, I put it off for that long, and that shit really was good. I hit that. Yes. Yes, sir. But like, damn, just a headache and he's gone. And then you see that, and like, that was really touching. And then she's like, I'm not like you. I don't have 7, 6, some children, however many. Violet Bridgerton popped out. Speaking of Violet Bridgerton. Yeah, that death was crazy, but like, let's be honest here. I am your tea. I will be the tea you're having tonight. Huh? Okay, Miss Bridgerton. Okay, Violet. Like, the show would not be the same if Violet Bridgerton was not there, or like completely different than how she is. Like, I literally think Violet Bridgerton is the show. Like, she's a consistency required. And then like her whole storyline is really interesting. She was engaged, didn't want to say it. I mean, you could kind of tell it was going that way, right? Like, you could kind of tell she was like, I actually don't know if I want to get married. Because it was a spur of the moment thing. Hit that. It was a spur of the moment thing. And then she's like, well, this just happened. And then it's giving her time to think. And you know, what's a queen without commitment issues? Also, facts. Like, you're this woman that you're getting back to your youth, you know, very repressed. I mean, that's the time. And you have this kind of freedom from being a widow. Your kids are all aging out. Like, yeah, why the fuck would you want to go get married right now and just be like pretty much a servant to a man and like be on it? Well, not a servant. I mean, they're rich enough to not. But like, not be her own being. Right now she can kind of be her own being. So it was really tea when he's like, I would have waited for you. But then, low key, didn't he just say, I just want to be with you? He was okay before. I don't even remember his name. That's how irrelevant he is to me. Before he was like, I would wait for you. And then, oh, actually, I don't know if I want to get married yet. I think I want to explore. Is that okay? Blah, blah. No. So like, no, what? You just wanted a wife? That was crazy to me. I've been thinking about that more. But like, come on, Miss Bridgerton. I am your tea or some shit like that. Like, okay. Was not expecting that. And then I love me some Violet. I just really do. Just really do. That might be internet. Holy crap, it's still internet. No. Oh. Did we finish? But it was just crazy how he switched up so fast. Like, I can't wait for you. And I hope she finds someone new, quick. Because honestly, I thought he was cute, but like, whatever, man. That was a rebound. That was the first guy after years of celibacy, years of taking care of your kids, being the only parent. Yeah, no, it's time. And then I thought it was really sweet. She's like, Benedict was like, well, that girl's still in there, blah, blah. It's like, oh, so you really are like, this is why you're so hard on Benedict, because you were kind of like this. You're that wild girl who's still in there, and you're ready to explore it. It's kind of interesting now that Benedict is, like, settled, that she's going to be the one to do it now. Really interesting. But it's like, come on, she wouldn't be the same. The show would not be the same. I'm bumped. Bumped? God. And like, all her kids are growing up now. Honestly, I'm like, how much longer is the show gonna go on? I think they're doing literally every kid. And Hyacinth and Gregory are still pretty young. Like, I don't see that happening anytime soon. So what? They're gonna do... I'm sad for the fucking Eloise whenever that happens. Because you kind of see the shift now. Where she's like, well, maybe love is something. Because, oh, Cowper came back, Miss New Featherington. Okay. Called that shit by, or not Featherington, holy shit. Penwood. Lady Penwood. Oh, this guy is just freaking out. He's panicking. You can see the panic setting in. You can see the panic setting in. Yeah, they're panicking. My teammates are panicking. See if I can get a good ball in there. I can. Get that. Gonna clear that. Ooh. Am I panicking? I might be. I might be. But I called him like it's Cowper. I just knew because they weren't revealing her. Like, that shit was predictable. And then you see Eloise like, oh, maybe there is something. Because she's like, well, She missed, my favorite author missed one thing, and it was about love, how powerful love is. Right? And I'm like, oh, Eloise? Eloise, darling? Not in. You don't need to bump me. You really don't. You don't need to do that. Like, you really don't. You don't. He's panicking. He's panicking. This rank up matters for him, man. This rank up matters. He's not going to save that. No. Unfortunate. I think I had a lot of saves that game. I could tell because we weren't in the other half at that point. But yeah, I'm excited for Eloise. Obviously, I'm sad for the next one. But like, I'm thinking, I'm like, how much more do we have to get through? Are we gonna have a Violet season? That's what I'm wondering. Are we gonna have a Violet season? Like, is that happening, or are we just going bang, bang, bang? Because like right now, Gregory, Hyacinth, Eloise, Fran. That's 4 more seasons. At least. How many years is that? There is another one coming out. The next season's already announced for 2027. So that's exciting. But it's like, damn. I'm going to be watching Bridgerton into the 2030s, man. A new Bridgerton. And like, I don't know if I'm excited or kind of like, God. Like, having to rewatch that. God. World Cup Stadium? Okay, now. Let's see if I can hit that. Oh, I'm on top of my teammate. Ooh. I don't know why I started another game. I don't really have any more talking points. I mean, I think I have to challenge her. I think I had like 5 boost. Those were the things I really had on my mind. But yeah, I think I mentioned earlier, graduated. Got a bachelor's degree in information technology. Yep, that was like 2 weeks ago. Been applying to jobs since like mid-April. Let me spawn left. Let me over there. A really interesting mechanic they added. This was probably the roughest. This has been probably one of the roughest years of my life. Obviously, I'm pretty young, but this one was challenging. I moved out last year, and that came with its own things, right? And then on top of that, I got engaged. Really, that's great. That's like probably the highlight of my past 2 years. Obviously, I love my fiance. She's been holding it down. She's been working, doing her thing at a terrible grocery store, holding it down for us. She really wanted to make sure I graduated and focused on that, and she even helped pay for it. Like, that is just it's the realest one. I fear she might be my #1 fan. She wants to just see me succeed, you know? Oh, crossbar. But yeah, that happens. I decide I'm going to take... I was actually trying to take 7 classes in the spring semester, because that's how many... There's some tea about that, actually. Yeah, no, we're all up. That's not looking good. Let me see if I can... No. So... Is that 202? I've been in school since 2021. I started at a 2-year, got my associates, transferred. There was like a transfer program. I'm gonna get my bachelor's. I want to go into cybersecurity, blah, 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 right? Basically, graduate 18, parents, go to school. Oh, otherwise, like, yeah, work a shitty job, pay shitty rent, blah, blah, blah. Wasn't really set up. Didn't get financial support, kind of in a weird situation where I don't get scholarships, but I don't get help. So that was rough. I was putting myself through school while going and working the whole time. And like, I mean, that's draining. It's truly draining. At some point, I even got a full-time job and I was doing school. That was pretty hard. I thought that would be like kind of one of the hardest moments I've had for a while. No, actually, not at all. Turns out, the hardest one is when the hardest part is when you're trying to graduate. You have 6 classes lined up. You're like, this should be it. And then they decide, and by they, I mean, I don't know, council, registrar, blah, blah. You have to have however many percentage of high level classes, even if you finished all your other requirements. And then I'm like, okay, I have enough money. We saved up. I have enough money. I saved up. I'll just take these last 6 classes, not realizing there's a 7th class that's just a random requirement. The semester before, couldn't afford to go full-time, so I go part-time. I'm like, and then I applied for graduation. My fucking advisor? Yes, my advisor, Sydney. Yes. She's like, listen, you can't actually get this right now. You need this. You need a high-level course. Literally, I needed like a 300 or 400 course to graduate on top of that. So 7 courses. So I'm like, okay, there's this one. I'll apply to this. And then she's like, listen, the council registrar, they won't let you take this. You can't, because she would have to overrule. You can only take 18 credit hours a semester. She would have to overrule it and get me in that 7th one, which you can do. But because I was part-time the semester before, they refused to let you override classes the next semester. So I had to wait and take a summer class. So I literally take 6 classes, and then I have this summer class, and I finally graduate like 2 weeks ago. Thank God, honestly, in some ways. I mean, it would have probably not been that much worse. But these 6 classes I'm taking, because of the format I take accelerated online, blah, blah. Basically, holy shit. Basically, I take 14-week courses in like 7 weeks. So that's like just like triple the homework every day, every reading. And then if you're taking 3 of those classes at a time, that's triple the reading every week. And then on top of that, you're doing it back to back with 3 classes. It was a lot of fucking work. It was a lot of fucking work. And then you're just kind of broke because you're like, I need to do this. You're a broke college student. Your fiance is supporting you. You feel bad. You're trying to do all the household stuff. It's just rough. So that was really hard. I didn't realize how draining that was until I was here, right? And I'm like, it's not going to be that hard. I've been in school. I put myself through school. I always wish to just have one or the other. No, no. What are you doing? Why would you do that? Damn, I played 6 matches. But like, you're always wishing, right? You're always wishing it's one or the other. I can tell y'all. One or the other didn't help. Because now I'm sitting here, applying to jobs, burnt out. The most burnt out I think I've ever felt. The most stressed I've ever been. Because you think you're stressed, and then you just hit another level like stress. I'm taking these classes. I'm like, can I graduate? Can I afford this? My car's shitting out. My car shit out. Like, I had to, like, we did like 2,000s in repair. That's my fucking tax return gone from the year before. We're hanging on. We're hanging on. Just barely making it through. And now I finally made it through all the mud. And I'm not actually out of it. I'm not out of the thick of it at all, actually. You know, I guess I probably could have done more. I could have networked, blah, blah. God, don't even get me started on it. Network. How the fuck do I network? How do you network? When your anxiety and social everything, holy shit, I pre-jumped. It's just not there. And then you don't even live where you're at. You're online. You're working all the time. Like, you don't have time to go and network. Right? Excuses. At the end of the day. But I have a year experience in IT. Help desk. And I'm like, okay, this will put me ahead of some of these candidates that just graduated. For these entry-level positions. Because honestly, that's it. And then I was going to get a cert, but couldn't afford that at the time. So I'm like, it's fine. Obviously, I'm not going to, like, put us in, like, financial ruin for a fucking $500 cert. It's okay. It's all right. But now I'm looking for jobs. I've been applying. I think I'm at, like, 60. Honestly, someone's probably going to be like, that's light work. But one of the whole reasons I went to school was to get a remote job. Like, that's literally it. I wanted a remote job. I wanted to work in security. I like triaging. I like incidents. I like solving those things. I like problem solving. I do. And yeah, I'm the type of person that wants to sit there looking at a dashboard and then be like, oh shit, there's something here, and then investigate it and be like, oh my god. Think it through and then think about it even when I'm off about how to fix that. That's the kind of person I am. I like to solve things. I like to know why. I like to know how. So I was like, cybersecurity's fun. I've been saying that, blah, blah. Also, you know, influence. I don't know why we didn't go. I don't think that was me. Not at all. Not at all. That was not me at all. I don't even know, I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. What the hell is happening here? You're gonna break my ankles, aren't you? No. Okay. Oh. Oh, I was on the wall for so long. I don't even know where I was at in that conversation. Oh, cybersecurity, you know. Took this. You're a young kid. You're like, well, that sounds cool. And then your parents are like, yes, absolutely. You'll make money that way. When your parents don't really know the job market or how they deal with it or really anything anymore. It's another thing. Would I have gone to college? Would I go to college knowing what I know now? Probably not. I think that's part of the issue. Like, now I'm like, okay, I graduated. I'm glad I did that. But like, now it's just this new defeating feeling of, okay, I've applied to 60 jobs. There are like barely any junior positions. The area I moved to, unfortunately, the closest biggest city is at least an hour away, pretty much. Like commute. So 2-hour commute if I was going to do that. When the whole reason I wanted to go get my bachelor's and not just my associates was so I would have a leg up and be able to get a remote position. One of the main reasons I go into IT, right? Those aren't there. There are not junior. There are not just graduated positions. Maybe I'm late. Obviously, I graduated not in May is when the graduation is. I graduated in June. But I'm looking, I'm applying. I'm like, I look every day. I sort. There's just not shit. And like, it's like really. It's kind of like, I'm freaking out. What the hell am I supposed to do? And then I do this thing of, okay, well, let me just go get a shitty job, right? And then I have a cycle of burnout because I do deal with a shitty job. Yeah, okay. And like, you know, mental health, anxiety, whatever. I end up getting burnt out. And now I'm actually really, ooh, it's gonna be too hard. And now I'm looking for jobs and I'm like, I'm struggling to find entry level, intermediate, junior, like anything. And now I'm like, I'm spending all this time, I'm looking, I'm just getting rejection after rejection. I think yesterday I got 3 rejected for this position, which means what? How many overqualified people are applying, right? It's just not a great market right now. And you hear that and you think, okay, hopefully it's not that bad. But then when you already feel like you're down on your luck and you get like 3 rejections in one day, holy shit. Holy shit, right? So that's what I've been doing. Applying. There's open positions where my fiance works. I'm like, just get me a job to hold me over. But she is really holding me down. She's like, you are not going to go get a shitty job. You need to keep applying. And I'm losing my mind. I am absolutely losing my mind. Like, I'm the type of person that has to be productive. And like, even if I'm procrastinating, I'm thinking about how I'm not being productive. Endless cycle, really. Can't relax. So I'm like, well, what do I do now? And look where I am. Every time there's a break, every time there's some free time and I'm not just super uber focused and busy, I get back on the game. I get back in OBS. Yep. That's where I'm at, guys. World Cup, applying to jobs, finishing Bridgerton. I didn't realize everyone was AFK on the other team. My fault. But that's just been, that's been me. I missed that. I've been thinking about getting back into streaming, but I'm also thinking, I want to do something new. Because I feel like I always do the same thing when I come back. I stream a couple times and then I get bored. And honestly, last time I streamed, it's like you don't get anyone, you're talking, and then The one person you get is backseat gaming, all that fun shit. Can I play? Can I play? Can I play? Honestly, I've been so like antisocial, locked up in the house. I'm like, I don't even want to talk to these random people on the internet. Like, that's how bad it's been. Like, it's easier for me to sit here and just talk to myself and not have to entertain a chat. Or be like, no, I don't want to police you. Please shut up. Like, I don't want to go play with you right now, please. Like, yeah, I'm doing this challenge. Please don't join me. And, like, it's just aggravating because I feel like I say no, I say no, I say no, and it just doesn't happen that way. But I'm sure I'll probably stream at some point. Kay's been streaming, and I watch her, and I'm like, I want to stream. But then I try to, and I'm like, I should think about it. I load it up. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. It seems easier and probably more, oh my god, more of the direction I want to go is this kind of content, I think. Talking, editing. I was doing a Fortnite thing yesterday. Editing it. I played Fortnite for the first time. They have sprites now, and they're pretty fun. But I was editing it, and I'm like, what can I do, right? Because obviously I've uploaded through the years. And like, is this the time? Is this the time now? Between life stages where I really try, because I can't tell y'all the last time I've really tried, or if I've ever really tried and really put my effort into this. Like, I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have. Really don't know if I have. I think that was like, oh, that didn't even count because he left. Bet. But like, I thought this would be cool, you know. I watch a lot of Dead by Daylight. I'm not even on Instagram, TikTok. I don't, social media gone. I mean, unless we're considering like YouTube, which like to an extent it is. But I don't scroll anymore, so I don't know what's going on. I watch videos and I think about those videos. I watch a lot of Dead by Daylight. Thank God I don't play it. I'm happy I'm just a viewer. I've had my Dead by Daylight time. That said, might end up trying to get some red rank, some Eerie at some point. Because I'm really into, like, I really want to do a challenge video. I've never, like, I always start these challenges and then I never finish them. I get busy, I get disinterested. That is the goal, I think. One challenge video. It doesn't even have to be that big. I'm thinking Overwatch. Oh, I know. I'm thinking Overwatch. Emong does these series where he's like, you have to play the game on every hero in Mystery Heroes. That seems potentially fine and easy. That doesn't seem like it's going to take forever. I mean, it will take some time. But nothing too bad. Like, I think I could do that in, like, 2 streams. And, like, I feel like then I would want to stream. But, I don't know. I have this raw footage, and then I'm like, the Dead by Daylight I like watching. Because I'm not a pro. I don't know all these knowledge. I think I like watching the Dead by Daylight people I watch because they have like 10,000 plus hours in the game. They kind of know what they're talking about, and like I learned something new. Yeah, that's not gonna be me, right? I'm not a pro. I do have a few hours in Overwatch, not 10,000. And I mean, it's Mystery Heroes. But I enjoy the Dead by Daylight content because it's like an hour, 2 hours long. I put it on at night. It's kind of like not over edited, which is what I was kind of setting out to do yesterday. And then somehow I've like cut like, I think probably a 30-40 minute game down to 8 minutes. And now I'm just kind of sitting there like, what do I do? So I think I might restart. We'll see. I probably won't even go up. Honestly, I keep thinking about how boring I sound. I don't have like, I'm not talking for real. But like, that's kind of what I like, right? That's what I'm like, why am I being so Oh, did I bump my teammate? I might have, we'll see. No, I did not. So I'm just trying to figure out where to go from there. This has been fun. Hopefully this goes up. I really enjoy talking about the World Cup and playing, I guess, Rocket League. This is the first time I've been on Rocket League in a minute. I need to get this. It might be in though. Yeah, he takes the boost. We are not forfeiting. We are not forfeiting. So much to Challenger, though. It's the first time I've been in Rocket League since I think I streamed in January. It seemed like a mindless game to play. I'm really into controller games at this point. Like something where I can just not even, like I can just chill back. Been playing GTA like crazy. GTA 6 not even releasing for PC until next year. I have a PlayStation 5. I'm not going to play it because then I wouldn't be able to play Mary, wouldn't be able to play with like really anyone. And it's only story mode coming out, which is really interesting. But we've been playing GTA 5, and like, one of the things... I should not have gone in. Did someone leave again? Really? We're just leaving every match? That's interesting. We literally... Okay. And it's still a forfeit. Eh, whatever. Whatever. But GTA has been really fun. I'll probably get on that at some point today. I could forfeit. I could do a little forfeit. I could do a big forfeit. Just up in the air for him. I'll make him stay in this lobby. No, I want another goal, bro. I want to end on at least a goal. No, they're defending. If that's duos, we win, bro. Now we gotta rush back and hope, right? And then good clear. Oh, I tried bumping. Almost. Almost. I just want to get a goal here and then I'm done. Bump that. That for him. Bam! Let's go. That's what I wanted to see! We can forfeit now. I don't mind. I'm good now. Oh, he believes. Oh, he believes. Oh, we believe. We believe we can win. We believe that we can win. Oh, shit. No, I mean, oh, they are demoing! They need this win bad. They need this win bad. That's crazy. I'm gonna get there first. Are they still demoing? Oh my god. Oh, you bump. Oh, like, come on. There you go. I wish we would have just ended after the goal, but it's okay. I don't even know what I was talking about, but I've been yapping for an hour now, so I'll probably call it here. Yeah, I don't know what this is, don't know what this is called, don't know if I've even editing it. I think I'm literally going to keep it raw footage. Yeah, I think I'll have it up today too. We'll see what it's called. We'll see what the thumbnail is. Don't know where I'm going with the thumbnail, but woo.